Welcome to our wonderful and amazing community. Pray your day is going positively well. Today, focus on all the positive things, all the great things that's happening. I was telling my children before they got out the truck, I was telling them how amazing it would be if we would take our attention and energy off of the negative things and put it on all the positive and good things that's happening in our lives, in our day-to-day, lives, basically. And that not to focus on all the negative things that's happening, you know what I mean? And then also learning to walk away from people that are, producing negativity or drama. Oh, there's cowboys out there. It's like 7:21 in the morning, but so yeah, just taking our minds off of all the negative things that might occur, right? Or that you might be thinking about. And then the more you put it into practice too, you'll start to notice that all the negative things start to dissipate, all the bad things start to dissipate, because your focus and your energy is on all the good things and all the positive things that's happening for the day, and all the things that you want, like all the things that you're focusing on happening for the day. So like your intentions for the day are all good things, and you're gonna focus on all the good things, and so shall it be, right? And then once you put that into practice daily, right? You'll start to notice all of the negative and bad things start to dissipate, because your focus isn't on that anymore. Your focus is all on the good things. And so I know things occur. I know things happen. Like right now, there's this thing that has been kind of on my mind. But the first thing that popped into my mind was, do not worry, God's got it. Do not worry, God's got it. And so that's the kind of talk that happens inside my mind. And I'm so grateful to Divine Source, to God, because sometimes we can overthink things, and sometimes we are wronged, and we're just like having all these thoughts go in our minds, and but the best thing to do is just calm the mind down by saying whatever it is that you need to. Like with me, God's saying, I got this. You don't even have to worry about a thing. I'm going to take care of you. And so that helps calm me down, because it's like, okay, and I trust, I have faith, and I believe that God's got it. And so God has never stirred me wrong, right? So everything that we have gone through, we've got through it, right? So, and we're still standing here stronger than ever. So therefore, why continue to put your focus and energy on that which is not serving you? So again, also too, if you can solve it, solve it. If you're not able to solve it, there's nothing that you can do, then your best bet is to take your mind and energy off of it, because it's not serving you any by continuing to think about it, right? So this is a great way to kind of to help you calm the overthinking, And so we give gratitude, and remember, anything you can create your own affirmation to affirm to self, whatever it is, to help calm the nerves, to help calm the mind. Do that. Find an affirmation that will help you to calm the inner self down, and to take your focus and energy off of that which is not serving you. And so mine Yes, mine is knowing that God has it. God has it. I've put it in God's hands, and I trust that God is taking care of it. Because, I mean, some things we have no control over, right? Like, but I just like to mention that. Also, our children mentioned about, like, I do not watch. Well, I watch YouTube sometimes, but I do not watch TV. Like, I'm not like up to date with what's going on in the world, because I'm focused on something specifically. But the children told me about this guy, this pastor, I'm assuming. He locks the doors, and he was demanding money from everyone, and I was just like, no. Yeah, I would have called the cops. I would have called the cops, FBI, and tell them, yo, this guy is holding us hostage and demanding money from us. Like, no, that would not fly. That would not fly, not at all. And yeah, I think we were also talking about how the church, I'm not sure, but like how, I don't know, some of the old ways are no longer, I guess, if you want to use the word sustainable. And I'll give you an example, I guess. But there's so many different things when I say that. But like the way the old way of thinking isn't sustainable anymore, right? The old way of thinking. So we realize that God is within us. God is everything, and this is how I'm seeing it, right? God is everything, everyone and everything. God is in all. God is consciousness, right? And God is within me. My Father and I are one. And I asked a neighbor, which I tend to go to church with her every so often. And I asked her, I said, do you believe that God is within you? And she said, yeah. I said, do you believe that you are God? She said, no. I said, but you do believe that God is within you, but you don't believe you are God. She said, no. So, I don't know, just things like some of the old ways, I'm not sure. Like, we do realize that my Father and I are one, so therefore we are one, right? We are one. And so I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded, so I'm not judging, but I do know that some of the old ways are just not I think she believes that God is everything. So God is, like I was telling my children, like, yes, God is watching. Like, God is everything. God hears all. God sees all. God is like everything. God is in everything. And so, I don't know. What do y'all think? That could be a topic of debate, maybe. I'm not sure. Either you fight it, or you are open to it. I mean, it all depends on the person and how they perceive it. And so, again, I'm pretty open-minded. So when I was taught that, and when I was embodied that God is within us, and that my Father and I are one, it just makes sense, because I feel God within myself. I feel God speaking to me all the time. And so, there's power in that. And so, again, it all depends on how one perceives it and where one is at in their life. And but each their own, right? Each their own. They'll, the right way, the right things will occur when need be within that person. So we don't focus too much on that. We just pray for everyone and just move on about our business, move on about our day, And but yeah, with that pastor, yeah, that I would not ever, like, I don't know if anybody ever goes back to that church or not, as with him being pastor. I'm not sure, but I would not totally, because you have to feel called. And if you feel forced, and this is something that I want to say too, if you ever feel forced into doing anything, then it's not for you. You have to feel within yourself if it's right for you. And if someone's forcing you, demanding you, to do something that if you don't feel called to do, like, then yeah, no. Yeah, anything that feels forced is it's a no-go, right? That's how I see it. You should never have to force someone to do something. It's either I want to do it because I feel called to do it, but never feel forced to do it, and never be forced to do it. If you feel forced to do it, then it's not meant for you. So that is my message for you all today. I love you all, and I pray that you all have an amazing and wonderful day. Mwah.